Welcome to my cooking channel, Ratatouille. Anyone can cook. Cooking is fun only when it's begun, and that's the slogan. So now let's begin to have some fun. Before starting with making of the jangris perfectly, I am going to show the mistakes which can be avoided and rectified. First, sugar syrup consistency plays a major role in the texture of jangri. This is a soggy jangri. If the sugar syrup is more watery, the jangri will be soggy like this, which is a total flop. Next one is crystallized jangri. When sugar syrup is boiled for a longer time, the single string will form which ends in crystallizing the jangri like this. The taste will be amazing but crystallized. This can be rectified. You can either add few drops of lemon juice to the sugar syrup soon after getting the right consistency of the sugar syrup, or if it is crystallized, add a little amount of water and heat it up for a few minutes. So follow the steps showed in this video without skipping a bit and get delicious jangris like this as a pro. The basic ingredient for jangri is urad dal or white lentils. Use a very good quality of urad dal for amazing result. Take 250 grams of urad dal in a larger bowl. To this add sugar, which is 3 times the amount of urad dal. So 250 grams of urad dal needs 750 grams of sugar. The sugar syrup should be more in quantity as the jangris must be immersed deeply in the sugar syrup, and so it absorbs the sugar syrup completely. Next, rinse completely and soak the urad dal for minimum 2 hours. After 2 hours, the soaked urad dal will increase in size like this. Next, grinding of the urad dal, which is very important. Grind it with minimum water added. Don't make the batter watery. It should be thick but at the same time smooth. No granules should be there as they get stuck in the hole while piping the jangris in the oil. Now this looks perfect. This is the consistency of the batter. It is smooth and thick. To this, dissolve a pinch of orange color in water and add the syrup to the batter. More color makes the jangris more brighter. Now comes the important step, beating of the batter to get fluffy soft jangris. No need of baking soda or ENO if this step is done perfectly. This beating should be done in one direction vigorously for 3 to 4 minutes continuously. So the aeration is proper throughout the batter. It also loosens up the batter. Pro tip: can also add 1 tablespoon of rice flour or corn flour for crispiness, but it is optional as the above steps will get the jangris crispy and as well as soft at the same time. You can use a whisker or a beater, but whisking with hands gives the best texture. Pro tip: if you feel the batter is thick, can add 2 tablespoons of water and then beat the batter, not more. To check the consistency of the batter, take a small portion of the batter and drop it in water, and if it floats, then success in the first of making jangris is achieved. In the meantime, let us prepare the sugar syrup. In a broad deep pan, before switching on the stove, add 750 grams of sugar, 250 grams of 3 times. Then add a cup of water or till the sugar gets dissolved. I am adding 250 grams 3 times, which is 750 grams of sugar. Adding sugar directly on a heated pan will melt the sugar, making it caramelized. So always switch on the stove after mixing the sugar with the water. Add water only till the sugar gets immersed, not more. Mix the syrup and then switch on the stove. So let it boil. By that time, take a Ziploc pouch or any thick cover, keep it in a narrow bowl and add the batter carefully without touching the sides, so the wastage will be less. It will be neat and as well as clean. In one side corner, cut the edge little by little. Then try it on a plate. It is thin, so cut it more. This is also thin. Having thin batter makes the jangri crisp. Now it looks perfect. Now start circling from inside to outside, not the opposite way. Then keep on swirling closely by touching the lines of the circle and finish by stopping to give pressure. So now comes the mistake that can be avoided while making the jangris. If the circle is from outside to inside, the lines will disperse and the shape will be imperfect. Next, if there is an air blockage or the urad dal in the piping, then the piping will be difficult. So not all jangris will be perfect. So it is an art, so enjoy making it. Back to the sugar syrup. Keep stirring and check the consistency often. It should be slimy and thick and not sticky or watery. I will show you. It will form string but not strong one. You will know when you feel it. Even if it is a single strand, you can add small amount of water and boil it again. So do not worry. This is the tricky process, so don't be in a haste. Now look, you can see the single strand but not a strong one. This is thick but at the same time liquidy. This is the consistency. I like to add rose essence for super delicious taste of the jangris. This is optional, but adding color to the sugar syrup enhances the jangris color. So you can also add orange color to the sugar syrup, but avoid having lots of food color in your food. Next, in a flat bottomed tawa, add 1/4 level of refined oil for frying the jangris. Now it's time to make some jangris. Circle and then swirl on the line of the circles. Keep the temperature low to medium and not too low. I really enjoy seeing my aunt frying jangris for Diwali using the traditional Jangri cloth for all of us. On seeing her hands perform the magic, I would get lost in those swirls. So actually, cooking is really an art. Pro tip: for more fluffy jangris, use bigger holes, bigger pan and more oil, and make sure the edges of the holes are sealed. My pan is small, hence small hole in piping the ziplock. So thin jangris. As the jangri gets fried on one side, flip it over to get it fried on the other side. circle and then swirls. That's it. Jangri is ready. As the bubbles reduce on turning the both sides, it's time to take out. After frying, dip it directly in the sugar syrup from the hot oil and press it in the sugar syrup for few seconds till the sugar syrup is completely absorbed by the jangris. Let it stay in the sugar syrup till the next batch is piped in the oil. So fry, immerse in sugar syrup, fry next batch, take the jangris from the sugar syrup, add the next batch in the sugar syrup and immerse it. So the process will be continuous. The jangris will get softer as the time passes by. I have showed the jangris making. You can enjoy watching it as forwarding it. So enjoy the jangris with rabdi, which is another episode for Ratatouille anyone can cook. You can also catch in the nail art at the end of the video, and please share your comments and feedbacks in the comment section.